welcome to the Upkeep for March 4th, 2019.
That's right, all of the Magic news that you need.
All right, so our first Magic news item is a pretty big one. Modern Horizons has been announced, a new product that is exclusively for the Modern format.
Yes, and that means some cards that are designed specifically for Modern and that are brand new.
And cards that may have been printed or legal in Legacy and stuff, but they want to put them into Modern.
The big speculation here that I have heard is Force of Will in Modern.
Yes, me too.
Wow.
What would that mean?
It could be.
I'm kind of nervous / excited because that seems both like something that could be very fun and something that could be horrible for a player like me.
Well, you know, like Aladdin said, it's a whole new world.
It will be. So this is a large set. So this isn't a small set or anything like that. So
yes,
they call them new to modern cards.
Yeah.
So that's the language they're using here. And there will be a pre-release weekend, June 8th and 9th.
Very cool.
It was designed to be drafted too. So much like Modern Masters or something, this is for drafting, which I think will be super fun.
Very cool. And we got 2 new preview cards for this.
Ooh.
The first is Cabal Therapist. It is a single black mana for a creature horror, a 1/1 with menace, and it says at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you may sacrifice a creature. When you do, choose a non-land card name, then target player reveals their hand and discards all cards with that name.
So this is a callback to Cabal Therapy and is a very powerful effect because once you see their hand once, you have perfect information for all the other times you want to do this.
Did you thought seize them? Well, you're going to be in pretty good shape to cast a Cabal Therapist.
The other card that was previewed is Sarah the Benevolent. So apparently Sarah Angel's Spark has ignited and she is now a Planeswalker for 2 white for a 4 loyalty Planeswalker. +2 creatures you control with flying get +1 until end of turn. -3 you make a Sarah Angel. -6 you get an emblem with if you control a creature, damage that reduces your life total to less than 1, reduce it to 1 instead.
Very cool.
So that's more, I think, of a commander card or something like that, but that would also be awesome and limited.
Yes, I'm super excited about this card, and people for a long time have been like, Angel Planeswalker?
Yep, here you go.
All right, moving on, the top 8 Mythic Invitational Arena players have been finalized.
Wow, so this was a marathon event throughout the season on Arena for the top 8 spots, and it was super tricky to get these because you had to basically stay up all night. You did not want to lose.
No.
Losing was really bad.
And the hours that these players put in to achieve this.
Unbelievable.
Yes, it's pretty much inconceivable to me.
Yeah.
But what they're competing for is those 8 final spots at the Mythic Championship, which is coming up at the end of March at PAX East in Boston.
So these people are going to have a chance to play for the top $250,000 prize, which is a single most amount of money that any player could get in a single game. Of Magic. So it's like a really big deal. So these players that qualified, one is Thiago Saporito, who's a well-known pro player.
Yes, he came in first.
Wow, great job.
Really an accomplishment.
Zachary Kine, who has been on the Pro Tour as well. A player whose handle is Adver, who I'm not sure who that is.
Yeah.
Witch, who is better known as Teruya Kakumai, who is a Pro Tour player as well. Lucas Fawley, Eduardo, I'm going to try this name here. Annunziata, who, by the way, is a very interesting story, has never played a Grand Prix, has never played in the Pro Tour, has never even played in a PTQ.
Wow.
Is now at the Mythic Invitational.
That's amazing.
Incredible job.
You can accomplish whatever you set your gosh darn mind to.
And it shows, too, how Arena is bringing in these new players that weren't playing competitively before, which I think is pretty cool.
Very cool. Then there's Andre Strosky.
Yep.
Didn't he say he was going to quit Magic?
I think he did several times.
Do you all remember that time that Andre Strosky said he was going to quit Magic? Then he won a Grand Prix.
Yeah, he did.
And now here he is.
Here he is once again.
Qualifying for this Mythic Invitational.
You know, they say you can never truly quit.
Yep.
And here's proof.
And Andre Strosky, living proof.
Living proof. And the 8th spot is something we are both personally very excited about. Alia Deschain is the number 8th spot, and it's a lady!
Yeah!
Yay!
She uses the hashtag Mythic Girl.
Yeah.
On Twitter, if you want to find her, she posts lots of stuff about all of her playing and all of the deck lists that she's using. It's really cool.
Yeah, and wanted to call out the deck list she used to get 8th here. It's mono white, but there is no blue. People have been having blue lands just for the sideboard cards like Negate and that kind of stuff. She's like, don't even need them. I'm just going to play Demystify out of the sideboard to deal
to deal with something like wilderness reclamation, single
search
white
for
mana.
Santa.
Goodbye.
Blow it up. Yeah, so I love
Pretty
this
great.
list. Really cool.
Yeah, it looks super solid, and if you're looking to climb the ranks in Arena, you can go check it out.
Number 3.
Yes, number 3, we've got Grand Prix LA happened this past weekend in Los Angeles, California. The format, modern. The winner, Michael Burnett on Is It Phoenix?
Wow. So this guy just made a top 8 of a Pro Tour
Yes.
not too long ago, and like I think he won a Grand Prix
Yeah, not super long ago
in
either.
Vegas.
Yes.
Yeah. So kind of on a bit of a tear. And Is It Phoenix, I think, is kind of climbing the ranks to be what I would
one of the decks
call
of
like
Modern at the moment.
people are saying it's straight up the best deck in Modern now.
Yep. There were a couple of copies of it in the top 8, in addition to the one that Michael Burnett was playing. In the top 8, we also had a Titan Shift.
Ooh.
We had a couple of copies of Dredge.
Nice.
A couple of copies of Hardened Scales.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I want to. And a single copy of Grixis Death's Shadow.
Okay. Interesting. These are decks we've been seeing on the rise. I mean, Dredge has been around forever, but it's been performing better recently. And Hardened Scales, too.
Hardened Scales is
Creeping
a
up.
newer combo deck in the last year or so. That's certainly been doing really well. And I've heard that deck can just win out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to play Affinity, but you don't like really want to play Affinity, but you kind of want to play Affinity,
Hardened Scales.
Hardened Scales might be
Deck
for you.
There was also the Pauper MCQ.
Yeah.
So this was an event where people were saying we want to be able to play Pauper more competitively and have higher stakes. Well, this was a Mythic Championship qualifier.
There you go. Play Pauper to get on the Pro Tour, essentially, aka the Mythic Championship.
Yes. So they also streamed this top
Yeah.
8, which was super sweet. There was Tron, which was played by Jason Ames.
Yeah, Tron, by the way, Modern and in Pauper. And you'll see that, too, if you're not familiar with Pauper. A lot of big archetypes from Modern kind of have ports over into Pauper.
We also have Oops All Instants.
What a great
which
deck
I really
name.
appreciate. Tortured Existence.
Oh my gosh, I saw this match, Tortured Existence versus Tron. I think it took 3 hours.
Oh,
It
classic
was
burn.
a tortured existence.
Classic burn. Zombies. And the
Nice.
winner, Max Forlini on Boggles.
Yay! I'm so excited. Yes, speaking of decks that are in Modern and Pauper, Boggles is also in Pauper, and it took the whole thing down.
Yes, we also had a Demir Delver in a Familiars deck.
Cool.
Very, very neat.
Yeah, really need to see Pauper on the big stage. And by the way, this is the return of Grand Prix coverage, thanks to Channel Fireball kind of picking up the ball. And they've got, as we talked on the show last week, 4 more events that are scheduled.
Yeah, we
for the
don't know
remainder of
which
the
ones
year.
they are yet.
No.
But that announcement will be forthcoming. Finally,
A little bit of fun news for you
yes,
here.
first, Dana Fisher made her
Oh,
first
yes.
GP day too.
She did.
Congratulations to
Yay.
her.
Dana
She's
Fisher.
the youngest person to ever make day 2. And this is a goal that she has been working towards for years.
She's 8.
Yes. And she's been working towards this goal for years, which is incredible.
When I was 8, I did not yet have any goals
Nope,
that I
same.
was working towards 4 years.
I think I was trying to finish a chapter book. Cool.
Yeah, congratulations, Dana. A really excellent accomplishment.
She was on her favorite modern deck, Elves. Yes. And finally, a Black Lotus out there sold for $166,000.
Wow.
Woof.
Yeah.
Hot dang.
So if you've got any of them laying around in your basement, consider eBay.
Yes.
Anyway, that's all the news for this week on the Upkeep.